Hello, this is Shervetta Porter with Restore Life Behavioral Health. I'm coming at you today to discuss a new topic that I've been really wanting to discuss. And it kind of goes along with the boundaries, it goes along with just being a healthy relationship. And today we're going to talk about the parentified child. Okay, the parentified child. That word or those words sounds like an oxymoron because you're wondering, how can a child be parentified? Let's get into this. So, if you look at the definition of a parentified child, it is defined as a type of role reversal, boundary distortion, and inverted hierarchy between parents and other family members, in which children or adolescents assume developmentally inappropriate levels of responsibility in the family of origin that go, listen to this, unrecognized, unsupported, and unrewarded. Okay, so to break this down to you, what this is ultimately saying is that the child is becoming the parent. Okay. And a lot of times it's not that you're talking about a child that is just, oh, child, she's grown. She's just too grown. No, we're not talking about that child that has the bossy or the strong personality. We're talking about the child that is made to do adult like things because for several reasons. And so this is what causes problems for a child later on in life where you have them grow up and they feel like they have to caretake and become everybody's mother or everybody's father because in their childhood someone told them that it is their responsibility to take care of people that are supposed to take care of them. Okay? So, parentification is the process of a child being inappropriately responsible for the adults in the household, siblings, people that are older than them, and people that are younger than them. So, there are two types of parentification. The first one is instrumental parentification. This one primarily involves completing physical tasks for the family, such as taking care of relatives with serious medical conditions, grocery shopping, paying bills, or ensuring that a younger sibling attends and does well in school. Now, a lot of us can say that we have done one or two of those things. The problem is, it's okay to have your children every now and then to help each other out. That's what a family does. The problem is when you tell this child that you are responsible for cooking dinner for everybody. You have a 7-year-old child whose parent is working all day. They have to come home. They have to cook meals for kids. They have to help children with homework. This is not the latchkey. That's different. Usually latchkeys are generally between the ages of 11 and 13, okay? But we're talking about children that are responsible for doing things that the adults are supposed to do. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. So instrumental parentification is these children have to make sure that they help parents pay bills. These children have to take care of sick parents. They don't really, they lose their childhood because they're responsible for taking care of things that are developmentally inappropriate and not age appropriate responsibilities. So this sets the child up for feeling like they cannot take care of things or they're failures. They don't know why they keep messing up and they will get in trouble for not cooking and cleaning and making sure that everybody has what they need. And they can't even get to their schoolwork. They can't do the things that they're supposed to do because the parents have put themselves, these children, in the role of parents. This is the kicker, though. This is the kicker. The problem is that the parents give these children responsibilities, but they don't give them the power, right? Yes, you're going to cook and clean. Yes, you're going to pay the bills. Yes, you're going to go and do what I told you to do, but don't tell me what to do because I'm the adult, right? How confusing is that for a child? For you to tell me I got to do all the grown people stuff, right? But I don't get the power of the adult. That's where it turns into abuse because it is confusing to a child as to why I got to cook for my brother and my sister. But when mom comes in or dad comes in, now they are considered the adult. But I am doing all of these responsibilities that I'm forced to do. I will get in trouble if I don't become an adult, okay? But I don't have the power of the adult, right? So I have to do all these duties that a lot of people get paid for, but I'm not getting paid for it. Mom and dad doesn't have to do it, but if I don't do it, if I don't get up and help brother and sister at 7 years old to get ready for school, then I know that I'm going to get a whipping, or I know that I'm going to get in trouble. And so you set these kids up for, there's that word again, failure, and you teach them that it is their responsibility to take care of things that are not their responsibility. Are you seeing how this is not okay? Are you seeing how this is a form of emotional abuse, right? So the other type of parentification is emotional parentification, and it often involves a child or adolescent taking on the role and responsibilities of confidant, secret keeper, or emotional healer for family members. This is when adults decide to tell children things that they cannot handle. We call that emotional incest. So dad treats the daughter like she's his wife. Go in there and cook me food. Bring me my plate. Come and rub your daddy's feet. Come and rub your mama's feet. You make the children feel like they're emotionally responsible for you. You tell your children to make you happy. Take care of me. Now, we keep those roles set up for when you are elderly, we are adults, okay? We can afford to take care of you. But when you're telling your children that it is their responsibility to take care of your happiness and your emotional needs, and you're an adult, you are dumping on them the emotional responsibility that's supposed to be for your spouse, not for children. This is how a lot of children end up coming in between marriages, because he's talking to the daughter instead of his wife. She's talking to her son instead of her husband. The son knows more about what's going on with mom than the husband does. Let the kids be kids. Okay? Most of the time when I get children and there's a divorce going on, the parents will then tell the child everything bad that dad did or everything bad that mom did. And I want to tell you something. This is not okay, because the children are still 50% the other parent. So if you're telling them that their dad is bad, then guess what they're thinking? They're bad. They still love their dad. Just because you're angry with the dad, do not put your children in the middle of things that will cause them to make adult like decisions. So now they have to figure out who they're going to like, because you are not emotionally mature enough yet to handle things in an appropriate way. The best thing to do is for you to get a counselor and process this with an adult. Talk to your sister, talk to your brother, talk to someone that can handle it. Your children cannot. Allow your children to be children. Parentified children that are adults grow up with issues that, when they take on other people's things, because somebody told them that everybody else is their responsibility. A lot of these children never know how to take care of themselves because they never were told to take care of themselves. They were told to take care of everyone else. So we want to get away from parentifying our children, making them physically responsible for us, and making them emotionally responsible for us as adults, okay? So, what are some of the things that you can do to help your child to stay a child? You want to look at whether it's age appropriate. Okay, if your child is 7, it's not age appropriate for them to take care of their children, your children. They're not mentally capable of doing that. Okay? You want to ask the question, are they emotionally able to take care of that? Allow them to be children. Allow them to be teenagers. Teenagers should be focused on, of course, chores, getting their schoolwork done, making sure that they're being respectful, making sure that they're following the rules of the household, making sure that they learn things that they need to do to get prepared for college, the next stages in life. But it is not okay for you to dump the kids on teenagers all the time because you don't feel like doing it. That will make a teenager resent you, resent your children. And that's what causes a lot of issues later on in life with the younger kids, because the older children will get upset and take their anger out on the younger children. So find age appropriate people to help you with these responsibilities instead of dumping your responsibilities onto your children. Okay? You don't want your children to grow up resentful. You don't want them to grow up with boundary issues. You don't want them to grow up hating their siblings. You don't want them to grow up with struggles with you, because they will. They're not going to be children forever. So that's the key. Understand that you're going to eventually hear one day what you could or should have done to them and how their needs never got met because they were meeting the responsibilities of others. Okay? So that in essence is what the parentified child is. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Please look at us on our website, www.restorelifebh.com. I hope this made very clear to you. One of my niches is abuse, is relationships. And I love talking about this. I worked for Department of Children's Services for 7 years. And so with that experience, with life experience, with being a therapist for 13 years has really taught me a lot of how to deal with people and relationships. And I want nothing better for you than for you to be successful, for your children to be successful, and for you to look back over your life and say, I think I did a great job with my babies. Okay? So have a blessed day. Come back to our page again. I should have more videos coming. Thank you guys for stopping by. Have an awesome, awesome week. Take care. Bye bye.